Choosing between IUI or self-insemination. In self-insemination, it's actually ICI, intercervical insemination, and IUI is intrauterine insemination. Let's be very clear at the beginning. Intrauterine insemination can only be done by a doctor or midwife at a clinic and needs to use a lot of sterile equipment. This is something we cannot do ourselves. On the other hand, there are ways to do self-insemination that can be very private, very loving, very fun even, and very discreet, and have as much chances of conceiving. This is what I want to emphasize. When we're thinking either single or with a partner, but often in this case these are things that single women think about, or women who are in a lesbian relationship think about, the self-insemination at home can be very effective and sometimes more effective than IUI and much cheaper. So there's some things you really need to consider in deciding between the two of them, especially if finances are an issue. But even so, we often find that the at-home self-insemination has better optimization of your conception chances. And the reason is this: the sperm that's inserted for IUI is often frozen and then thawed, but even if not, it is washed, it is purified, and in that purification process, its lifespan in the woman's reproductive system decreases. By some research, we are assuming it decreases to a great degree. So the very best amount of lifespan of sperm is fresh and live. Never frozen, never thawed, and never washed. And this, if you're trying to conceive as a single or as a lesbian couple, this donated sperm has a lifespan from when it leaves the man's body to when it needs to be inside the woman's reproductive tract. We have a good hour, even if we take 30 minutes, but we certainly have an hour. So that is an easy part of the process. One of the ways you want to help decide about self-insemination or IUI, and this can be a longer educational process and decision, but one of the main questions is, how's your cervical fluid doing? Because in order to conceive by ICI, having the sperm just get up against the cervix, in order to conceive that way, we do need to have optimal cervical fluid. So that's one of the main things. We can optimize your cervical fluid naturally, but if you are having repeated trouble having good cervical fluid, IUI might be a better way to go. IUI is indicated mostly when there's a sperm motility issue, and that way the sperm have less far to travel. But if that's not one of your issues and your feminine reproductive tract is doing well, it's very likely that staying home, buying some props totaling $5 to $10 in the privacy of your own home and the comfort of your own bed using the proper techniques is going to get you further than IUI. So let's talk before you make that choice. At Fertility Mapping, I can help you understand, educate you, and understand how your body and your partner's body is functioning, or your partner's sperm, if that be the case, is functioning, and I can help you make a really good choice about that could save time and money.